Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Alliance War. Today I'm going to be looking at War 10 of Season 21, where For Loki's going to be facing the Alliance Hell's Bells 2, or rolx2 maybe, I don't know. But yeah, starting off here, I'm taking my usual team of Ghost, Wasp, and the Hood, and I'm going to be going down path 6 in the first section here. Now, my first fight here is an Elsa Bloodstone, and from talking to my alliance mates, I confirmed that she does have the Suicide Masteries on, which means I will be taking the degen damage because she has a bleed active. Now, it's only a 5-star, so it's not going to be a ton of damage, but it's still a pretty fair amount. Of course, because I have the Hood synergy, I won't be taking any of that damage while I'm phased, but during attacks, or if she doesn't want to play aggressive and I have to sit outside of phase for a while, that definitely will add up. So here I'm going to pop on a combat regen boost just to kind of recoup some of that damage taken. So I'm not going to have to heal up too much after this fight. So we're just going to start off here. Doing our usual phase 2 hits, hit her back, get 3 hits in while those Furies are up, which is really nice, takes her down a lot. And just because she's a 5-star and she's not stubborn, the fight ends pretty quick. So right on that first special 2, and I didn't take too much damage. I lost about 20% there, but not a big deal. Here we've got a clairvoyant up next. She also is not stubborn. This is on the power alternator node, which can be kind of annoying sometimes because you'll switch power bars if you don't kill them fast enough. But against the Claire, I'm pretty confident that I can end it pretty quick. I didn't really bother healing up here because I still have the combat regen from the previous fight. And I've fought so many Claires, and it's such a good ghost fight that I really am not concerned about taking any damage. Stalling out here a little bit. She did end up switching power with me, but that's okay. I'll heal all the way back up to 97% before finishing her off with that special 2 there. So pretty clean section 1. All the damage I took was from that Elsa degen, but again, healed most of it back with the combat regen, which is pretty nice. Now, a couple hours later, we're heading into section 2, and potentially my worst fight of the entire season. We got this Mr. Fantastic here, and it's only 5-star, but fight doesn't really go as planned. Now, this is of course a stubborn fight. Mr. Fantastic is a defensive defender, and the nodes on this node are pretty rough. You got that steady build up unblockable, where if you have 3 debuffs on you or more, he will go unblockable until they're all gone. Now, for those of you who don't know, if you activate a special attack when you're fighting Mr. Fantastic, he puts 2 debuffs on you, once at the start of that special, and then once at the end. So he also just places debuffs on you with his special 1, whether you're hit or not. So essentially, he will become unblockable for the entire fight after he drops his special 1 and you use a special attack. So I fought him a bunch of times. It can get kind of dicey, but I've never had any deaths to this fight. I've never dropped too low, but that's all about to change here. Now, I get the parry there and drop the special 2, so he takes a fair chunk of damage, and I'm just waiting for him to dash in, finish it off with the special 1. But he actually dashes back before it connects, and then he parries me, and now I have 3 debuffs on me, and he's unblockable for the rest of the fight. Now, if I dex or phase, he goes indestructible, and the only way to remove that is to parry or get hit. so I just gotta get hit here. I tried to hit him, but he drops the special, and I have to dex that, and he goes indestructible again. I'm gonna drop the special 2 as soon as my phase comes up, but stops moving and doesn't really tag him. Now I'm getting smacked. I'm backed up into the corner. I eat the special 1, and I need to just drop my special 2 to get him out of my face. Now unfortunately that means I dropped consecutive special 2s, so they do less damage, and I'm just kind of panicking. I try to hit him, but he gets the special 1 off again, and he evades, and I barely get him, and I drop the special 1 and just barely squeak it out in the end there. But unfortunately that means because I dropped those consecutive special 2s, my special 2 is going to do very little damage. Not quite 0, but I think it's like 90% reduced or something crazy like that. So that kind of throws a wrench for my future fights. Luckily, this fight here is a Havok, which I've fought hundreds of times. He's a mutant. It's just a 5-star. So I'm pretty comfortable to just go for it. Probably won't die, but I do need to heal up as much as I can. I'm debating what potions I want to use because I'm really low. And I'm gonna drop the big ones here. Now, generally the goal with Havoks is to kill him as fast as possible, so you don't take that detonate damage. And that's still the goal here, but because I have reduced damage on my special 2, that's I don't know, we're gonna have to see how it goes. I get tagged in the beginning there. I think I'm still kind of frazzled from my previous fight, but yeah. Now this guy also has the unblockable now that I have debuffs on me from his plasmas, but because he's not stubborn, it's really not a big deal. Now I've kind of accepted that I'm gonna take some of this detonate damage, and now I have the armor break on me as well, so I couldn't phase it. But I bait out the special 2, go ahead and hit him here and drop my special 2, which, look at that, each hit's doing 5k instead of like 25k. But I'm just gonna finish it off there, and it turns out a-okay. Only 1 detonate, so it's not really gonna bring me that low, but it's just more potions I gotta do. Now I'm onto this void here. Again, still have the reduced damage from my special 2. It lasts like 5 fights, so it basically puts you out of commission for the rest of the war. I'm gonna go ahead and drop these team potions on because I have a bunch expiring. I go here and check how many fights it's left for, and it says 4 out of 5 more fights. And yeah, I'm just kind of frustrated right now because didn't play that Mr. Fantastic fight all that well. Got kind of messed up by some funky AI tricks, and I'm just, I don't know, I'm pretty over it. But I didn't die, so I'm very happy with that. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and time this out so I remove his debuff. Did okay on that one. I'm gonna drop special 1s here because it does like 4 times as much damage as my special 2 under this crossfight from Mr. Fantastic. Now I get a really good purify on that one. The 20 hits while it was still applying to me, so that's always nice. Now I have too many hits here. I'm gonna struggle a bit getting this one off, and of course it's another petrify, but it doesn't take too long. Drop the special 2 here, but of course it doesn't do very much damage, and I'm gonna have to phase his special 3 just because I didn't have the patience to bait his special 1 or special 2 out. Really not a problem. Feel very comfortable phasing special 3s at this point. Gonna go ahead and block that hit to remove the indestructible. Gonna go ahead and finish it off with a weakened special 2, but still did enough to finish the job. And yeah. Now, I was supposed to take the final boss and a couple of the minis on this map, but with the damage reduction on my special 2, my battle group and I decided it was probably not for the best that I take those fights. So we did end up winning the war, thankfully. That brings us to 6 wins and 4 losses for the season. Still deathless, in spite of that horrible showing for Mr. Fantastic. Or good showing, I don't know. I didn't die, so can't be that bad, right? Anyways, please tell me your thoughts on that Mr. Fantastic fight, and yeah, just hit the like button if you want to see me get smacked around a little more in the future. I'm sure that will come eventually. And yeah, thank you all for watching this video. Really appreciate all of you guys, and I will see you in the next one.